G'day viewers, 2014. That felt like it snuck up a bit, didn't it? Well, if you know me, might be New Year's, but I'm not a New Year's resolution person. I've never made New Year's resolution. This year's no different. That doesn't mean there aren't things to look towards. And New Year's fairly arbitrary, but hey, why not? If you want my advice, and this is hard learned knowledge and experience, I'm going to share with you now. And the big thing for me is when I try to talk to people about, what are your goals? What are you going to do? What's going to be good? Just remember, nobody owes you anything. No matter how much you think you're doing, no matter how much you are doing, no matter how positive you are, that doesn't mean positive comes back to you. It's the best way to get positive to come back to you, but there's no such thing as karma. There's no guiding force that rewards the good and punishes the bad. There's no, oh, if I think positive, the universe will deliver what I want to me. No, you do your best, you work in a positive way. That doesn't mean that you're going to get what you feel is your just rewards. And even if you feel genuinely hard done by when you feel like I did this and then those people didn't do what they should have in response, suck it up. Nobody owes you anything. That doesn't have to be a negative thing. That means you take ownership of things. Don't expect someone else to do their part, because life doesn't work like that. I'll roll that into one of my other big guiding principles is surround yourself with good people, positive people, constructive people. I've had a few things go a little bit astray in the last year. And in fact, I've had a long worked on plan look like it got completely destroyed. And the only thing that kept me sane was being around good, positive, constructive people. And we were able to work together and go, hey, I reckon I've got a solution. And at the moment, that's all working out. Things don't always work out, but if you're not putting in the positive approach, I'm a big believer, if you're not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. Even if you didn't create a problem, if you dwell on it and don't work towards a constructive solution, you've made it worse. You've become the problem. So even if it's not your fault, even if you did everything right and someone else screwed everything up, work for something positive for your own sake, because that's your best chance of moving forward. And so we've got, okay, no one owes you anything, but stick with the positive people. Keep the negative people as far away from you as possible. You can't control other people, but don't let them close unless, it can't be avoided. Sometimes in workplaces or families, you can't really get away from people, but you've got to protect yourself because you can't rely on other people to do that. And here's another one. When I say this, sometimes people think I'm being negative, but to me it isn't. No matter how much you do, no matter how good your work is, no matter how good you are, there's always someone for whom it isn't good enough. Some people say that's a negative outlook. I say it's positive. Embrace that, because when you realize no matter what you've done, there's someone who'll say it's not good enough, you can stop thinking about them. Don't dwell on them. Get your own goals, work with positive people to get positive reinforcement. And when the inevitable comes, no matter how much work you've done, no matter how good you think it was, someone complains, because there's always someone who'll complain. Don't take it hard. You will. I do. I always do. But try and be philosophical. When there's the whiner, when there's the negative, just trying to drag you down people, accept the fact they're there. Embrace it. Because you know what? That had to happen. There's always someone like that. You can use it in a positive way to go, well, could I do something about that in the future or not? But you just embrace it rather than, oh no, they've ruined my world. They haven't recognized all my hard work. That's terrible. Just embrace it. You know what? Yep. They said something was wrong. Someone always says that. You can learn from it. Maybe sometimes all you learn is that person's a dick. Never go around them again. But maybe you actually learn, well, I could have actually avoided that happening. Next time, I'll do better. But own it and embrace it. Don't let someone use it against you. You have control over one thing, how you react to situations. So that's my worldview in a nutshell. You control how you react to things. So when there's outside influences, acknowledge they're real, and even Sometimes when it feels negative, embrace it. Don't just pretend it didn't happen. Actually embrace what happened and goes, I'm going to learn from that. I'm going to build from that. Because, like I said, there's no karma. There's no balancing forces of right or wrong. Sometimes good things happen to bad things happen to good people. All you can do is your best, maintain your own integrity and keep on going. Sometimes, when everything goes wrong, saying be happy is pointless, but be constructive. Work towards just getting through one day at a time till you're through the bad shit, and that's how you get to the good shit, by just keeping on going. So that's my goal for this year. Do the best I can with the best people I can be with, and when the bad things happen, weather the storm and keep on going. I hope good things happen to you, and I hope when the bad things happen, you're able to hold it together, keep going until you're past it. That's how we have a good 2014 and all years into the future. And I'll see you again soon.